is literally, ignore my hair, is this not like super relatable for a stay-at-home mum at 3 o'clock? It's actually 2:20, but it's 3 o'clock. I'm making myself believe it's 3 o'clock because usually I do dinner at like 3 o'clock. But I'm just going to do a bit early today so I can be prepared and on top of things. And so I can like play with my daughter, hang a little bit more washing out because it's so sunny today. It's like really giving summer vibes. And I'm obsessed. I'm here for it. I just want to be out as much as I can. But my daughter doesn't want to put a jacket on and it's too cold to be without a jacket. So we're not going out there yet. I'm doing a massive pot of pasta because I have got this thing of pesto left that will go out of date if I don't use it. So what I'm going to do is sort my lunch for tomorrow and my daughter's lunch with that. So just hello guys, I'm literally coming on a bit of a mess. I'm really sorry. This unapologetically is going to be me. Actually, it's one of my goals for this year. I had tomato and feta pasta for dinner. I've eaten it all. It is 2 minutes to 4, so I'm like really on track tonight. I say tonight, I'm just preparing for bedtime routine. Actually, best parenting tip I can give anybody that's gonna be like a first time mum or has a child or whatever, but my best parenting tip is start the bedtime routine earlier. And that isn't like putting them down for bed, like that is getting your house cleaned, the dinner. Definitely get dinner done early. Makes everything so much smoother. I promise you, just try it. And actually you'll find that children like an earlier bedtime. I was one of those people. It's like, no, like 7:30, 8 o'clock, no, 6 o'clock. And she needs to be asleep by like 20 past. But anyway, I don't have anyone to talk to about this, and maybe somebody will follow me who has a similar interest. But basically I have got into journaling this year, and I don't have an awful lot of time being a full-time mum. I always thought before I was a mum that stay-at-home mums have loads of time. Genuinely don't, because you dedicate your whole day to like looking after your child and spending that time with them. You don't really like put time like for yourself. And I'm very aware I don't sit there and doom scroll or anything like that. So unless she's napping, which is rare as well. That's another story. Anyway, so for 2026 I have literally a million goals, and one of them is finding a hobby, which is journaling. And in my journaling I talk about my goals and everything. But yeah, when I looked at videos of journaling before, it was like this massive collection of stuff. Hang on, sorry, I had a phone call. Yeah, so when I saw people journaling before, I used to just think like you need this massive like collection. I'm one of these people that has to like buy everything first and buy a massive collection and then never does it. I've done that with a lot of things, to be fair, but I've really found a love for it. Like, yeah, so let me show you some of it. My mum found these were on Vinted, these journals, because better for the environment than buying off Amazon, guys. And I actually had these. They were hair like gems I bought ages ago off TikTok shop. Not great for the environment, but I had them already, and I just got my partner to poke a hole and pierce them on for me. And this is literally a dog lead for a strap. I hate it. I really want to get like an elastic one that I can just pull on and off. I don't like this dog lead, but anyway, it's what came with it. So, but it is literally like several notebooks in one. So my first page I'm not an artist, guys. But yeah, this is my first page. And so I will cover certain bits that are just my private things. But then, like, for example, I am grateful for, and I've done that, and then I've done everything I'm grateful for. There they are. Like, I've done a page about my achievements. Then I've done this page. Basically, I've always felt like a creative person. I definitely don't have an academic brain. I'm very, very dyslexic. I've always felt creative, but never found actually anything I'm good at. So, and I'm like, I'm a creative person, but I've never felt like good at pottery, even though like I really enjoy it. I've never felt like particularly good at anything. I've been absolutely loving being able to like make a mistake in here and like cover it with a sticker and not feel like I have to be an absolute perfectionist. And I've actually then found that what I'm doing I think looks really good, because I don't care, because no one's seeing it apart from me. And I've kind of let the perfectionist part of me go, and just like, if I make a mistake, cover it with a sticker. Put everything into one thing and like neglect everything else, if you know what I mean, and like hyperfixate on one thing and then like forget about everything else. Or for example, like if I'm saving, I'll save like intensely for one thing, and then I feel really stressed because I've got loads of other things to save for, but I haven't bothered because I've been putting everything into one. And it's like, it's nice to like start one and complete a part, but actually sometimes it's nice to feel like you're contributing to all of them at once as well. So that's basically what I'm trying to do. And even with this, like I'm trying to have like 10 minutes a day where I do a page of journaling, 10 minutes of reading, and that's like 3 pages, and like 10 minutes for self-care. Like I'm really trying to like balance myself. Like it's so silly, and what works for one person won't work for another, but it's been really like making me feel more on top of my life, and just feeling like I'm actually like discovering myself a bit more, because like I'm reading a book at the minute, and I'm journaling, and I'm scrapbooking for my daughter, and like, yeah, and I'm spending less time on my phone, but also at the same time I'm making content, which I've always dreamed of doing. Yeah, Daddy will be at the window in a minute. Okay, it's just gonna have to be like that. I can see that the gear stick's in the way. Anyway, guys, I literally had a mental breakdown when I got to this multi-storey car park. I can't lie. I'm in that stage of motherhood where I'm just not really enjoying it. In fact, I feel like I'm at that stage like when Molly May was talking about with Bambi, and I feel like we've hit the terrible twos early. And if it's not terrible twos, literally God help me when terrible twos come. No, I've spoke to my mum, I spoke to a few people, and they're like, yeah, it sounds like terrible twos. These are people that have had 2-year-olds, so I'm struggling. I must admit, I'm really struggling. To go to town, I got all my washing like ready to be hung out like early this morning. I knew like it's quite a long walk for me from my house to town, so I was like, you know what, like we'll walk it, it'll be nice. And then I remembered there's a group on at 10, so I was like, you know what, actually I'm gonna take my daughter to a play group this morning. 10, it was only 10 to 11 for an hour, and then I'll just drive straight to baby group. No, I'll drive straight to town after baby group. What happened was my daughter, she's potty training at the minute. I will explain that in a second, but she's definitely ready to potty train. I've been told by lots of people that she's definitely ready to potty train, and that I shouldn't miss the windows and stuff. But like, this is like my first time being a mum. She's my first child, so you know, like I'm learning at this as well, and it's hard. And obviously I feel like you never see other mums with children. I never see kids having accidents like out the house, and you don't really hear of people potty training their 20-month-old. Like usually people do it a lot later on, and I'm just struggling. So she had an accident at playgroup, which is normal. Kids are going to have accidents, like they're going to have accidents for years. That's normal, but it went all over me because she's still like, she's able to tell me for number 2, with quite a decent amount of time. But when it comes to wheeze, it's very much like now, and I need to go now. Yeah, when she needs to go there, and then there's not much warning. And I was across like the room. I had like quite a bit of a walk to get to the toilet, well, the potty. Anyway, so when I was like running with her, she weed and it went all down me. So anyway, I'd already arranged for my friend to meet her in town. So I then had to obviously like say I'm gonna have to go home, get her changed. Literally, we had a second accident because my daughter's got a urine infection at the minute, which brings me on to a whole nother story that I can get into. And so we had a second accident. Got her changed before we left. We had a few snacks before we left, and then yeah, we headed out. And then literally in the car, it's a 10-minute drive. She had a third accident, and literally as we pulled up on the drive to our house, and it's making me start to think she's been treated like she shouldn't have a urine infection now. She had the last dose of her antibiotics yesterday, and it's starting to make me wonder, has she still got a urine infection, because this is like the third accident in less than 2 hours, like big as well, like big accident. Anyway, so we've been like 2 and a bit weeks now without nappies and like her cues and stuff. It just feels like an awful lot of accidents. But anyway, so I had to get home, trying to get my daughter to like engage and do anything always ends in a massive meltdown, like a massive tantrum, and I don't know how people get anything done. Genuinely, like full blown, like full scale meltdown. In the morning, she doesn't want to wear her clothes. She's stripping herself completely naked because she can take her clothes off now, running around naked. The house is cold in the morning still, like we're going into spring, summer, it's still cold in the morning. Stripping herself completely naked. I'm like, okay, whatever. But then when it comes to me getting her dressed and putting her clothes on for the day to leave, she is literally having none of it. Even if I'm letting her pick her outfit, she just doesn't want to engage. She's just like, no. Or she takes everything out of the wardrobe, and she's just like really mad, lots of big feelings, chucking herself onto the floor. And it's like, people say, oh, okay, give your child 2 options, like this coat or this coat. But she will choose the third one. Genuinely, like, it's really stressful. Like, and then she won't let me do her hair, and she's getting frustrated and upset about that, and that's never been a problem. Well, she's not loved it, to be honest, but it's never been a problem, and now it is like big time. She doesn't want it being done, and like, she's extra needy to teach her what her feelings are and help her with her emotions. And you know, I am all for gentle parenting, to be honest, not permissive, not to be mistaken with permissive parenting. You know, I want her to respect me. I want her to be able to know her emotions and know her own mind. And yeah, I think gentle parenting has a bad stick, but I feel frustrated myself. Like, I feel like I don't know how to regulate when she's dysregulated, and it's just so tricky. Like, I'm just finding it really hard. Like, good morning, guys. It is Thursday morning. It's Thursday the 19th of March. 24 weeks pregnant. Yeah, anyway, we're sat in the car on our drive because my daughter is car obsessed. The first thing she asks for when she opens her eyes is her dad and the car. She's always saying, so where dad are gone in the morning, because he's usually left for work. Where dad are gone? Oh, is dad at work? You can see mummy's reflection in the mirror on the door, can't you? Anyway, so yeah, then the second thing she asked for is car front, is what she means by that is sit at the front of the car. And we come and sit in here at least once a day on the drive while she presses the hazards, presses the beeper. It's probably great for the battery life of the car. I thought I would show you what I'm reading at the minute. So I'm reading this book called Miracle Power for Richer Living by Joseph Murphy. My mum bought me this, God, you can see my nose in the reflection. My mum bought me this series of books. I think she listens to Joseph Murphy, or she'd heard about him or something, and she bought me the books, said they're meant to be really, really good. I must say they are quite religious based. So there's a lot of Bible quotes and stuff, which I don't mind. But one of the books was heavily like just Bible quotes and like dissecting Bible quotes, which I found like some of the language, I'm like so dyslexic, so I found some of the language quite hard. But I still read the book, but this one's really good so far. But yes, I spoke about it briefly, I think, when I talked about my journaling. I do have pattern glare, which is like a type of dyslexia. And I struggled for years, guys, without knowing what this was. But it does take me quite a long time to read. But I love reading. So anyway, I'm going to stop waffling and I'm going to read my book. Yeah, at the minute, I feel like I don't have enough hours in the day. I feel really overwhelmed. And yeah, that's basically it. I just feel really overwhelmed all the time. I'm so grateful that I get to spend this time with my daughter. Like, they're only young once. I'm so grateful. But my God, it's hard. It is really hard. Hello guys. I am upstairs. Just getting my dressing gown. Quality is terrible right now, but as you can see, I've been crying. Pregnancy hormones are really getting to me. Today has been hard. It's been a hard day in motherhood. Yesterday was a hard day in motherhood as well. We're strong, we've got this. But they're eating on. If you've got the, where is it? The Avonot Sky, you can actually wash. I found one video on it. You can wash these. I don't think it's going to be easy to get them back on, but my daughter eats in her seat. Like, we do long drives, it's unavoidable. Anyway, yeah, pain to get on and off, but this is a really good car seat. It lasts a very long time, but I wish I did have the convenience for swivel, the Stardust maybe, but I don't think it goes up to as high. Anyway, that was a bit of white vinegar because a little bit wasn't coming out in the washing machine. Oh yeah, so you can wash this on a 40. I saw it said 40 degrees, no fabric softener, just a pod or powder as normal. I used Fairy on a 600 spin. So yeah, I think it's come out quite nicely, to be honest. But yeah, I'm feeling super duper overwhelmed. My daughter's dad is bathing her upstairs, and I just thought, every night we do like bath time and stuff together, and whatever. I could just be getting on with this because I have to do it when she's gone to sleep anyway. So yeah, I don't have a dishwasher. One can't fit in this house. Two breakdowns this week, which is not like me. I'm not really usually a crier, but my God, the hormones are bad. I'm going to blame the new moon, I'm going to blame the fact I'm pregnant, and just enter in terrible twos as well. Good morning, guys. It is Friday the 20th of March. It is 7:43. Just having a quick coffee and then it's all seems ahead. We have got a doctor's appointment this morning and I have to try and get a urine sample for my daughter. So yeah, I'm a bit stressed about that, I can't lie. Obviously, as you know, we are potty training. Doesn't mean that every wee is successful on the potty. And I feel like the added pressure of needing a sample for 9 o'clock is stressing me out. I have got no plans today, although I still have 4 bags, like Aldi bags, full of clothes I need to get gone. I've been listing them on Vinted. I'm trying to save for an outlet sock for baby boy, and they're like £299. So I'm nearly there. I'm nearly at my goal. I think I've got £220, maybe a bit less. But yeah, I'm like, come on, let's get to our goal. But yeah, what have I got planned for today? Nothing really. I need to write the food shop and the meal list for the week. I'm gonna go food shopping this evening. And I could probably do with going to Lidl and like stocking up on snacks because this pregnant lady doesn't stop eating. No, I'm for him for work lunches and yeah, just to have in the house. We've also got Patrick's parents coming this weekend, so should really try and get some food in. Picky bits and stuff for them as well. So yeah, I need to have a think about that. Looking at my skin, I've got some new face cream. It's just like a L'Oreal one. What are we thinking? My skin has been absolutely terrible this pregnancy, which is no surprise. It was terrible when I was pregnant with my daughter as well. I've always suffered with my skin. So yeah, if I don't laugh, I'll cry. So yeah, today's the day I'm like, I wanna sort my life out. So massive house reset. Took my daughter to the doctor's this morning. Come back, I'm gonna quickly sweep, I'm gonna quickly mop, I'm gonna go in the car, I'm gonna go to Lidl, do a bit of a top-up shop of like snacks and bits like that, and then Patrick will go food shopping later tonight, and then I'm hoping my daughter will nap. If she doesn't nap in the car on the way home, hopefully she'll nap in the pram when we walk our dog, and then I'm gonna have like a bath, shower, hair mask, that kind of thing. Skin's looking fucking terrible. Need to catch up with my water today, so ignore the wall, still being renovated. But yeah, okay guys, I'm trying to do the weekly food shop, so I've got it for 7 days. Oh, any ideas? No one's gonna be giving me any. Oh, so I've got for Sunday chicken orzo soup, because we've got Patrick's family coming round. I think that'd be a good one. Oh god, I'm very congested. You okay? I just don't know what to do. Maybe Monday we can have salmon salmon, sweet potato and baby corn. Yeah. Then we could do sweet potato jackets with cheese and beans. God, I've got to leave in 5 minutes. Do you need a wee wee? Okay. Sweet potato jackets with cheese and beans. I don't know. Might do tomato and feta pasta but add prawns. Do we think that would be nice? Let's do that. Tomato and feta pasta with prawns. Thursday, Friday. Okay, Friday pizza. We've got Toy Story on. We've got to head out for the doctors at 9, so it's 8:37. So I really need to leave in a minute. So I need a meal for tomorrow, a meal for Thursday. Oh God. Nothing's coming to me. Literally nothing. Maybe we could do burger bowls. Burger bowl. Okay, we need one more meal. Tomorrow is the last day of March. I am 26 weeks pregnant and I feel like this month has flown by. The clocks went forward last night and I am just so ready for summer and getting to meet baby boy who has no name yet. I want to say I'm nearly ready, but I'm not. I am so close to my saving goal to buy an owlet sock to try and hopefully help with my postpartum anxiety. What is the saying, like, when it's like prepare for like success? I don't know the saying. It's like proper preparation equals success, something like that. So yeah, basically, obviously I'd never done postpartum before when I had my daughter, but now I've got the experience under my belt. My brain just gives me anxiety, intrusive thoughts, really, really badly, especially when I'm so sleep deprived. It's really sad actually. So, because now I can think with a normal and like literal brain and be like, that's so silly, but when the hormones are really kicked in, You are so sleep deprived. You almost are delusional, genuinely, like, and it doesn't last long, but they are very dark and they are very lonely. So I'm hoping this will help me, because I spent a very long time trying to let myself sleep and switch off when my daughter would sleep and I wouldn't. And she barely slept, but if she did sleep, I used to just stay and make sure she was sleeping and watch her breathing. Hello guys, it's Monday the 30th of March. I'm just having my coffee and planning my day. So we have baby group this morning, and I think I'm going to try and get all of the stuff that I've had on my Vinted relisted, which is quite time consuming, I can't lie. So yeah, I'm hoping to do that again and get some parcels at the door, because I've got 4 Aldi bags left of stuff of my daughter's to sell. I have then a bag of toys and I have 2 bags of my stuff. I'm overwhelmed, but yeah, I'm so close to my goal of getting an owlet, and then I want to try and save to give myself a bit of money for a maternity leave, because currently stay-at-home mum here doesn't have any income. So tomorrow is the last day of March, and tomorrow is my glucose test. So I actually have to fast from 8 p.m. tonight until my test tomorrow. I'm dreading it. I'm always so hungry in the mornings. That's okay. I feel like I want to get a lot done. I want to get a lot done today and tomorrow. So yeah, hopefully there will be a little bit to vlog, because this is going to be like, I think I'm going to do this as like a March vlog, and then I think I will do like an April vlog. I think it way more manageable to do that. And I feel like I do quite mundane things, so I don't always feel like I've got a lot of stuff to film. But yes, so I've got my glucose test. I was actually diabetic in my last pregnancy, so we'll see. I already had a glucose test when I was 11 weeks, and I wasn't diabetic, but they're going to test me again at the routine 26 weeks. Anyway, so that's when that was when I was actually diagnosed last time. I literally got a call the next morning like, oh yeah, you are diabetic, like, got to get you booked in to get you your sugar reader and stuff like that. Yeah, so I'm hoping I'm not diabetic, because I don't know if I've already said to you guys, but I had to have like monthly scans, growth scans, which I loved because I got to see my daughter so much. And I actually have quite a story of how I think having diabetes last pregnancy saved me in lots of ways. But this time, as much as I want to see baby boy lots on scans, unfortunately, I don't have anyone that can look after my daughter for me once a month. And you're not allowed to bring your other children to your scans, which I do understand. But yeah, and the scan appointments are not quick. It's not like in, out a scan. It's literally like the whole waiting time. They're always late. You have your scan, and then you have to wait afterwards to speak to a midwife and a consultant. And then sometimes you need your bloods taking. You have to have your obs, like your weight, your height, blood pressure, and your oxygen levels, carbon monoxide levels, tested. So yeah, it's long. It's not like I could say to someone like, oh, could you just watch my daughter for my scan? Like it's not like a private scan where it's like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It's like, it's a couple of hours. So yeah, it's a bit of a like half a day commitment for someone, and my family all live really far away, and so do Patrick. So yeah, that is the dilemma. Hello guys, so my daughter has finally gone down for a nap. Thank the Lord. Sigh of relief. I don't know if I told you, but she didn't nap for 8 weeks straight. So it's hit and miss whether she will or not at the minute. She didn't yesterday, but she did for like 4 days in a row before that, and I didn't tell a soul. I didn't tell anyone. I didn't want to jinx it. So I'm trying to be super quiet. Now, I was always this person that was like, I'm never going to be quiet around my child, my toddler, because then they're not going to sleep through noise. Let me tell you, when you've spent like 4 hours trying to get them to go to sleep, you will be quiet. You will do everything to keep them asleep, so you can have 5 minutes just of a respite. And I love spending time with my daughter, but my God, it's nice to just be off the clock for a few minutes, more than a few minutes. It's nice to be off the clock for at least an hour, to be honest with you. Yeah, downstairs is an absolute mess. Are you one of these mums that like cleans up as the day goes on and you just wait till the end of the day? I feel like I'm a bit of both. It kind of depends. I do try and clean up at like points in the day, so we have like our rhythms and stuff, but yeah, she just gets all her toys out, so it gets really messy. I'm just putting my clothes away very messily actually. Oh, whilst I'm here, I might take up the stuff that doesn't fit anymore and put it in my box for the loft that doesn't fit. Anyway, so where am I going with this? I need to remember to stop saying because when I'm editing my vlog back, I'm like, I say that far too much. Anyway, I've got so much to do today. As I said, I wanted to get all my vintage stuff uploaded, so I'm going to put my phone on charge in a minute, and hopefully I'll have enough time to get a few things listed while she's asleep. But I actually don't think that'll happen because she's asleep in her pram in the kitchen and the bags of stuff are in the hallway, so I feel like I'll make a lot of noise, so I might not risk it. I might just clean up and get ready, but for when she wakes up and get cracking while she's having a snack and playing with some toys, I think I might do that. What am I doing? Let's get that out. I'm just like, the last couple of years I've either been pregnant or postpartum, so nothing really fits. And then obviously like exhibit A, paint and pen on all my clothes from my daughter, so nothing really stays that nice. And I'm into like low tox, like no toxic deodorants, but the deodorant stick I'm using at the minute, I find is making like mixing with my fake tan and like leaving a bit of like a greasy stain under the armpits, so it's not good. I'm not a sweater either, so I don't think it's from sweating because I really don't sweat, but maybe I do, I don't know. But anyway, what else is going on? So my mum's coming tomorrow. She's going to be here from like the crack of dawn to look after my daughter so I can have my glucose test. And I'm actually really looking forward to her coming. Hopefully we can go into town and things afterwards. Obviously I just want to make sure the house stays nice because Mila's just like up every, no joke, every 15 minutes at night at the minute. Oh wow, that nail looks really dirty. She's up like every 15 minutes. It's a lot. It's literally like, do I have a newborn already? But they're only small for a very short amount of time, and I will miss this time, so that's what I keep telling myself. But look, I lived in this outfit. When I had Mila, literally loungewear, basically pajamas, but when I was pregnant with Mila and postpartum. But it's perfect because it's not tight in any places, but it's kind of summery, kind of warm as well, so it's like, it's perfect. But I appreciate it doesn't really complement my skin tone that much, but you know what, who cares. Anyway, have I told you guys? No, I haven't told you. My nesting urges came in really early this time, like genuinely. I think because we were like in the thick of a renovation, like 2-3 weeks before my daughter was born. There was still rubble everywhere, like everything was being replasterboarded. The ceiling still needs repainting and skimming and stuff, but anyway, the house is pretty much done to the most part. But this time the nesting urges are wanting to get literally everything like organised and prepared for food wise. I don't know why. I just want to like stock up my freezer. I just want to meal prep loads of stuff. Like literally, when I say I neglected my body because I just did not eat enough after I had Mila, everyone was like, girl, you need to be eating. I was like, when is the time? Genuinely, because she was just cluster feeding so much, and then I just couldn't be bothered by the time that she'd finish feeding. I'd just be so tired. I was up with her all night, and where's my hair clip? I would be up with her all night, and then Patrick, like, is not really, he's not a cooker, to be quite honest, and then it would be a case of like having to meal plan was also a big issue for me. I just couldn't, it's not that I couldn't be bothered, I was exhausted. So, oh, where's my hair clip? Oh, I know where it is. Here we go. I was just literally exhausted all the time, and the thought of, like, even now having to think of the meals for the week, well, that's really starting to go a bit see-through, isn't it? Of the meals for the week, and then going and actually physically doing a food shop was horrendous. But we did get like a subscription for deliveries from Tesco after we had Mila in the end, which I think we'll do again. We like to shop in Sainsbury's now though, but Sainsbury's, yeah, maybe we'll do Sainsbury's. I don't know. We like to shop in Sainsbury's now. The only thing is, like, the substitutes are a bit strange from Sainsbury's, but anyway, we'll think of that when it comes to it. My biggest thing is I just want to be able to have things made and healthy and balanced and ready for my daughter. So not only for us, but for her, like when I'm having a day that's just really, really hard, because I've got no childcare for her, I want to make sure she's getting all the nutrition and stuff and eating as she should be. So, yes. Oh, I feel like he's done some real growing, you know. I feel massive today. I feel absolutely massive. I feel like my bump is sitting really weird this time around. As you can see, like, he's not here. He's still, like, laying like that. Mila was laying, like, head down from 20 weeks. So, she was head down the entire time, right up until we gave birth. So, but he's like here and here. It's not very nice. It's quite uncomfortable, to be honest. But yeah, my bump feels weird, and then sometimes I'm like sat and I'm like, oh, there's all this here. Hello guys, I'm here, and I'm here so early for my appointment, but that's okay. I live in the city, so you never know with traffic. Oh dear. I'm like 20 minutes early, so proper, and I'm so hungry. I'm really sulking about that this morning. Like, I checked, you can't even have coffee. So I feel rubbish. My mum is looking after my daughter this morning, so she got to me really early, which is very kind. She literally like got to us at like 7:15. So yeah, which is good, because the traffic is just crazy where I live. Yeah, the traffic is crazy where I live. So hopefully they get me seen straight away, because with my first pregnancy I was obviously diabetic, so I used to have to come on Thursdays, I think it was, for my appointments in the morning, and I would get a 8:10 appointment and they would literally see me straight away. I was still waiting a long time, but they'd see me straight away. Whereas last time when I had my glucose test, I didn't have an appointment until 8:50, and they didn't actually see me until 9:30, and then you have to sit there for 2 hours. So I was waiting a very long time, and my mum was kind of waiting to do something with me. So yeah. So today my appointment's at 8:10, so I'm like, hopefully 8:10, and they see me straight away. That's kind of what I'm hoping. Forgot my book. So annoying. I've got to sit there for 2 hours, and hopefully I have connection for 4G. Otherwise I've got to raw dog sitting there for 2 hours with nothing. Fun. Anyway, I literally, not to be dramatic, woke up last night in the middle of the night dreaming about eating McDonald's. So if that tells you anything about the way I'm feeling right now. Oh yeah, I was going to say, what I was going to say was I'm going to try and vlog myself taking the drink. I get a bit camera shy because you never know what people are thinking. Not that I should care. Not that I should care. I do want to film myself drinking that, because who knows, this actually could be my last glucose test ever. So yeah, really want to document everything. I regretted not documenting more with my daughter before I had a baby at home. So, and I had more time, then I regret it so much. Anyway, I'm gonna go in now. But wait, how early am I? Let's check. 7:59, so I'll walk in there at 8. I'm 10 minutes early. I think that's pretty cool. I'm gonna go in there now. Anyway, see you later. Hello guys, it's 6 o'clock and I've not had time to update you. I've just dropped my mum somewhere quickly. I also need to drop a parcel. My daughter's dad is getting her ready for bed, so I need to be quick. But just thought I would let you know about the glucose test. So it was pretty awful. I've obviously had, this is like my 3rd glucose test, and I found drinking the drink honestly awful today. Like, I was like nearly gagging. It was so bad. And they saw me really quick. The lady is lovely. Saw me really quick, just dragged. 15 minutes after I had the test, headache instantly, sweating, dizzy, felt like I couldn't see properly. So I don't know what that tells you. Obviously, I had diabetes in my last pregnancy. I felt like this after about an hour, which I did in my last test when I was like 12 weeks with baby boy. But I didn't have it then, so God knows. She said I'll hear by Friday if I do have it, so I will let you know in the next vlog, I suppose. I did hear the next day with Mila, so we'll find out. Yeah, I'm looking really red. The sun is proper on me in the car. I've just had the windows open. I'm just very hot in this pregnancy, actually. That's a symptom. And congestion. The congestion is real, but I've heard that's a thing with boy pregnancies, to be honest. Could be a myth. Not sure. But yeah. Anyway, I'm going to end the vlog here. It is the 31st of March. Tomorrow is April Fool's, 1st of April, and I'm going to start the vlog for next month there. And yeah, thank you for watching my videos, even though I'm a very small channel and just me blabbing away. I don't do much that's interesting, but yeah, I really appreciate that you've just watched my video. And if you've got to the end, that's crazy. Thank you so much. I love you all. Bye.